Hey, we're back. First time in a month, or whatever it is. I know I'm late. I know that. I'm very good at being late at the moment, aren't I? We're doing a monthly album thingy-mabobby thing. That makes no sense. We're doing an album review video, so like we always do, but pics of the ones that I personally enjoyed throughout the month. And yeah, it feels cool to do this sort of thing again. So first thing you've got to do is open the beer. So that was naff. That was the worst crack of a beer I think I've ever heard. Mythos. Greek beer brewed in Wolverhampton. I haven't done a lot this month. Spent a lot of time with the kids and the family and everything else. Listening to music, obviously preparing for this video. Yes, I have heard the new Immolation, and yes, it is sick. And yes, I have heard the new 6 Feet Under, and yes, it is sick for the other reasons, not the correct reasons. The way I look at 6 Feet Under is, if anyone knows what Bad News is, they are the real life death metal version of Bad News. That is how I look at 6 Feet Under. So I love 6 Feet Under, but not for the reasons they would want. Didn't do a lot in April, going into May. I'm filming this on the 8th of May. So yeah, late, I know. But I didn't go to Incineration Festival in the end. I'm very bad at doing this at the moment as well. I didn't go to Incineration Festival. We couldn't get childcare, we couldn't do other things. The kids got upset, it was a whole thing. So I didn't go, unfortunately. But June is gonna be a lot bigger month for gigs. Still not a lot for May. The June stats, I've got Cryptic Shift, I've got Voivod and Midnight, I've got Blood Incantation, all within the space of, I don't know, 10 days or something. So I'm gonna do like a quadruple video, so, because I'm all going to them on my own. So I'm gonna do a quadruple vid of all those gigs all in one. And go from there, basically. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so it's gonna be a stacked June, but not too busy in May. So a lot of time for listening to music and shit. So let's just crack on with the first review, shall we? The first album I want to talk about today is Blind in Abyssal Realms by Ord, released April 17th. In this brewed in Wolverhampton, it's okay. These lads are from the States, where a progressive death metal band with their first full-length release. And the first thing that hit me was the unusual sort of sound this album had. It's a prog death metal record, but that guitar tone almost sounds sludgy to me at the same time. It was a different approach or different sounding prog death record, which I fucking found. Again, it took my eyes straight, or took my ears or eyes, whatever the senses are, and then it just exploded, and it was like, oh, this is uniquely different. So I found it pretty sick. I found it really, really cool. It's more trudging death metal. If you like the more doomy sort of style, I think that sludgy sort of sound is sort of perfectly encapsulated in the song Apis Ball. And it sounds fucking wicked. notes and the chord progressions almost remind me of like a Neurosis song, which they also released an album out recently as well, which was unexpected, which was fucking cool. But it's like that. It's almost like that fuzzier tone to it. It's not clean. It's not cutting through. It's almost fuzzed, and I think that's great. I think it works really, really well with the aesthetic that's going on in these records, or this record in particular. Then we get a change up of pace in the beginning of Phlegarian Fields, English, and with it sounds like a calming, jazzy flow to it, and like these haunting vocals over the top, giving another layer to this track, and then flashing up with like a sick prog riff and offbeat drums as well. It makes it a lot more of a memorable song, I feel. It stands out particularly on this record. It's lovely, great stuff. Then into this absolute epic on this record, for me is like my favourite song off this record, which is Blind in the Abyssal Realms, which is the title track, I believe, isn't it? So yes, it is. Which, you know, builds and then crescendos into like this more aggressive riff and then a blast beat combo. Fucking loved it. It was so, so good. Later in the song, it then morphs into that stompy riff with the solo gelling perfectly with it. This album is quite haunting, I feel. It's eerie, it's got that sort of sense of dread to it. There's so many different elements to it that makes it sound off-putting, but off-putting in a good way, if that makes any sense. The guitar tone alone, for me, sets itself apart from any sort of like proggy death sort of record out there. But I think everything on here is like top-notch. Everything on here sounds great. Very impressed and very much looking forward to see what these guys do in the future. I know they had other projects before this and then they combined to do this record. But yeah, I'm very keen to see where they go from here, because this is, I think, quite a strong record. I've really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was Blind in the Abyssal Realms by Ord. Album number 2 of the month. I keep thinking saying week, but it's not week anymore. Second album of the month. I know, I think I've got another Death Doomy record for you. I'm sorry, I can't help it. There's some good albums on here, and they're particularly Death Doomy Dooms. This is Albums for the Grand Collapse by Sol Negre, released on the 3rd of April. I know this is another like Death Doomy sort of record or a proggy sort of record, but I feel this has a slightly different feel to the old record I just talked about. It sounds more epic and huge and ridiculous, and it just sounds that side of prog. It's massive and ambient, and it's what you expect from a traditional like death proggy, doomy record, let's say. This band is from the Balearic Islands, which is normally associated with drunk 25-stone Brits in an all-inclusive resort. And for some reason, there's a really good prog death doom record. I'm getting it 25 stone and like going to all-inclusive resorts, but that's besides the point. This is a very good record, and they're from the Balearic Islands. They produce some really sick death doom on like proggy death doomy sort of songs. In the song, the Axiom Song for In the Inert Parts 2, it's a mouthful, it rolls off the tongue. I love how it's drawn out with all its doomy elements and notes and expertly placed and put there for a reason and sounds fucking lovely. Plays along really well with these great harsh vocals that they deliver in these songs too. I also like to mention how clean that lead guitar tone is. That lead guitar tone is just fucking lovely. It sounds, cuts above a little bit, you know? In the very next song, you have the Hallow Inside. It almost sounds like a Scandinavian melodeath song at points, with the symphonic strings in the background, and again making it sound large and grand and epic. Absolutely lovely stuff. Going into a clean break, and then in the middle of the song, it just unleashing its full epicness straight back into your gullet, throat, face, squish. It's so good, lovely. Yeah, there's so much to check out on this record. There's so many little different elements and songs, and it lays itself absolutely brilliantly. So yeah, check out this record. If you're into any sort of like that proggy, but again, it's different from the first record, right? So death doomy sort of record, but not in the same sense of what we just listened to in the first record. So I think this has a different type of feel to it, let's say. But yeah, it's a great record with catchy vocals, very, very addictive choruses to listen to, almost sing along at some times as well. And the musicianship on there, as you expect with a proggy record, musicianship's absolutely so good, top-notch stuff. It's really, really a pleasant listen and something else to set your mind on. So yeah, if you like that sort of stuff and you want that more normal, more traditional death doomy prog, there's such a thing. Listen to Anthems for the Grand Collapse by Sol Negre. Album number Tres. That's 3, right? This is an album or a band that I've not really been on my radar as such. I've never really heard this band before. I might have heard the name mentioned somewhere, but I can know that I haven't listened to them before. So it's another death metal band. It's On the Promise of the Moon by Reeking Aura, released on April 17th. So this is obviously a death metal band, one I've not heard of, I just said that, but on the basis of this record and even the first song that I heard, I was like instantly like, holy shit, I really enjoy this. Those vocals are so in the basement of the fucking guttural bowels of hell. I fucking love it. It's so good. It's exactly what I want to listen to in like certain death metal. And there's not enough death metal or newer death metal that have those low death metal vocals. And it's really cool to hear it on here. I loved everything about it pretty much. I love the tone, I love the vocals, like I just said. The catchy balls riffs, the heavy, aggressive, bone crushing. It's just straight off the bat, of the song Concrete Basin Bath, the riffs just fucking riffs for days. It's just, oh. And yeah, it's just so good, dude. It's just, again, just in like the straight off the bat with the first song, it just blew me away straight away, and I fucking loved it. Even changing things up for the next song, A Forlorn and a Frozen Vapor, that had a slower ambient sort of sound, and then straight into that, what you expect, that face melting riff, and just had me headbanging away. It's so good. I love this. This is exactly what I love about death metal, and literally, this is what I enjoy so much. I love it. There's so much to appreciate here. There's just so much elements to this record. I mean, they have another song that leans into like that melodeath sound. And the song Manure Like Magma. What a great name for a song. I love it. Just, ooh. The way they structure their songs, the fucking, this drummer on this record is fucking nuts, by the way. The fills, the cymbals, and oh my god, he's fucking on one, and it's just great. It's just really enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. Not too long. It's only about just over half an hour long, so just what you want. Stick that record on, enjoy it, listen to it, go again. It is. I really enjoyed it, okay? I enjoyed it. This band has quite a lot to offer. I'm going to go back and check their other releases after this now that I've heard this. Everyone has their own opinion on everything. Like we always say, it's all subjective, but I really, really enjoyed this record. I thought it was fucking great. More than I can say for the... Well, I'll put it this way, it's the 8th of May, right? So put it this way. Comparing this, and I have heard the new Frozen Soul, comparing this to Frozen Soul is an easy win to me. I mean, that Frozen Soul record, I'm sorry, I was quite looking forward to it, and it's quite boring, wasn't it? So it just merged. I don't like to be negative on this on this channel. I like to be positive and talk about the good things. So I'm going to continue doing that. You can make up your mind for yourself, but I quite enjoyed this record. So yeah, check it out. So third record of this month is On the Promise of the Moon by Reeking Aura. Right, I have one more record for you this week, or this month. I said week again. This month, and then I'll be back end of May to talk about the May releases. This is, again, another one which is crazy because I've never really heard of this band either. Well, let's just talk about it. So you can hear it first and then we can talk. So this is Diabolical Death Mass by Bewitched, released on April 24th. So Bewitched are a blackened thrash band hailing from Sweden. I've never personally heard them before. Just getting so much out of it. I've never personally heard this band before until it popped up and I saw this. Mainly I might not have heard of them because this is their first album in 20 years, which is crazy. So their last album was released in 2006. So that's probably why I've never really heard of them before. But I enjoyed this. This album just literally kicks off like with the most thrashiest song you can think, and it's just like old school thrash. It's like going back in time. It's just like old school heavy metal-y riffs as well. It's not just like pure speed, pure thrash. They have like heavy metal licks in there as well. So a brilliant way to start this album is with the title track Diabolical Death Mass, which just kicks off with that thrashy straight away. There's an intro and then straight into the fucking thrashy song. Thrash. It just breaks that door down, and it's just a great way to kick off a new album after 20 years. They continue that riff throughout the whole song and it sounds fucking killer, dude. Yeah, I'm all for the, as you probably have seen from some videos and who I actually enjoy, the blackened soul, thrash or speed metal. It's so good. It's just so much fun and just enjoyable. It just sounds so good. It's hard to put my finger on it, but it combines elements of so many different genres in a way that it just works, and it works very well. It's very hard to fuck up, I feel. So not slowing down, they just go full speed straight into your dick, straight into the next song as well, man. Into the Fire.
Fire.
Ooh. Even when I was listening to this record and doing a write-up and looking and reviewing this record, I had my son in the front room, and he was headbanging and wanted to run around the circle in the front room or do a lap into the hallway, and wanted to do like a miniature circle bit, but how much he enjoyed this song. Even my 6-year-old enjoyed it. So, but yeah, it was fucking sick, man. I loved it. This album is just like a relentless barrage of just speed, and all you want to do is just grab a load of beer and... Oh, that was a mistake. Just grab a load of beer and just down it and fucking bang your head against the wall and just fucking go... I'm 36 now, so I can't do that shit. But if I was younger, that's what I would be doing. My favourite song of this record is the last song of this record, which is Enforcer of Evil, which starts with a riff that it feels like that riff just came straight out of 1984. And then continues on later in the song, and then straight into another 80s inspired melody as well. Oh, yeah, how can you not enjoy that, man? It's just fucking sick. What can I say? It's just fun and enjoyable and great metal. It's just everything that you want. I think so anyway, but who knows? Everyone's different. I say that every time, but it is at the end of the day. But I fucking loved it. I thought it was great. Is it like a great nod and a great throwback? That's what you want sometimes, and having those elements of the blackenness to it and those 80s inspired like riffs and licks and everything else, and even like the heavy metal elements to it they add to it as well, and those harsh vocals as well. It's great. It's fucking sick, dude. So if you wanted that black and metal magic, then absolutely check this one out. Stick it on for half an hour. Again, another half an hour record. Just stick it on, have a beer, have a fucking good time, and just enjoy it. It's just so much to enjoy about this record, I feel. So the last record of this week is Diabolical Death Mass by Bewitched. Wasn't there a pop band called Bewitched? Listen to this Bewitched instead. Those are the albums I enjoyed this month and seem to be on regular repeat of what I listen to. So let me know, guys, what you think, what you listen to, what I should listen to. It's been cool doing this video again. I must admit, I have missed doing these videos. I know I'm late, and I said I was going to... besides the point, I enjoy doing these videos. I just like talking about music. I'm just trying to have the time to sit down and record when there's no one here at the moment, and there's no one interrupting me whilst I'm trying to do all this. So, yeah, I love it. It's just so much fun. So, I appreciate you guys. See you in the next one, which... I don't know what the fuck that's going to be. I might do another video during this month talking about festivals or looking at lineups or something like that. We're reviewing Bloodstock's lineup because that's the only festival I'm doing this year now. So maybe I'll do that. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys. What?